This is ELO 1 Part 2, so ELO 1 Review Part 2, okay? If you watched Part 1, you know that I'm going really fast in this video. I'm going really fast, okay? So if you need me to explain things better, you gotta go back to a previous video, or you could just email me, come in at intervention, or ask during class. I'd love to help you. Whatever I need to do to help you pass, just ask. All right, here we go. We're starting with number 19. And I'm going to do 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28. Okay? We got 6c plus 3c plus 4. And it wants us to simplify. All right, it wants us to simplify. Okay, so right here, I got 6c's plus 3c's. Guys, 6 plus 3, if you have 6 of something and then 3 of something, that's going to make 9. And then plus 4. Okay? 9c's is not the same as having 4. This is just 4. This 4 does not have a c. Okay, right here, there's no c. So these stay like this. That's the answer. Okay? 20. Got 9, and in parentheses 6 minus v. Okay, usually you would do the parentheses first. The only problem is these are not like terms. You can't even do 6 minus v. That's not possible. Okay, so we have two separate terms right here, which means we have to use the distributive property. Okay, 9 times 6, that's 54. 9 times negative v is negative 9v. Done. Okay, 22. The reason I wanted to show number 22, you might not have the same question as me. You probably don't, actually, because Alex randomizes your questions. But I just wanted to show you real quick. If you have a negative in front of the parentheses, that means that there's a negative 1 there. Okay? We just don't write the 1. Okay? So there's right here, there's a negative 1. A negative 1. So when you go through, you multiply, you're going to multiply all three terms by negative 1. And that's where you're going to see what happens. A negative times a negative is a positive. So that negative becomes a positive. This negative becomes a positive. This positive becomes a negative. Okay? None of these are like terms at all, because this is a y, this is a v, and this doesn't even have a letter. So those are not like terms. Okay, 23. We got 4 in parentheses u plus 2 minus 6u. Okay. Before you do anything, you got to get rid of these parentheses. So I got to multiply with two terms here. 4u plus 8 minus 6u. 4u's, those are positive. Minus 6u, those are negatives. So that's going to be negative 2u plus 8. That's our answer. Okay. 7y minus 4 in parentheses 2z minus 6y, holy cannoli, plus 5z. Okay. If it looks like a lot, what you should do is you should start with what you know how to do first. The first thing you know how to do is get rid of the parentheses. Okay? That's going to get us negative 8z plus 24y. And then all this other stuff right here, 7y, that term gets brought down, positive 5z, that's get brought down as well. All right? Now, I want to look for my y's and my z's. So here's 7y's. Here's plus 24y's, that makes 31y's. Then I want to look for my z's. Negative 8z's plus 5z's, negative 3z's. And we're done. So it looked like a lot in the beginning for this question, number 24, but it's not a lot. It's just the distributive property and then combined like terms, and that's it. Okay, so it looks like a lot, but it's actually not. So try to follow the colors, by the way. The red, distributive property was the red, combined like terms was green for the y's, blue for the z's. 3x to the power of 2 minus 7 plus 6x minus 2x squared minus 8. We have no parentheses at all. Okay. A lot of people are making a mistake here, by the way. This exponent right here belongs only with the x because it's touching the x. There's no parentheses here. There's no parentheses, which means that that exponent does not belong with that 3. Okay, anyways, we've got 3x squared. Those are positive. These are negative 2x squareds. 3 minus 2 makes 1. So that's x squared. Also, I have negative 7 and negative 8, and that makes negative 15 total. And then plus 6x. For the sake of correct math, we like to write this in standard form if possible. So we want to make sure that we have descending order on our powers of our exponents. So that would be the correct answer. If you wrote it like this, both of these are correct. Okay, 26, just absolute value of 9. Okay, if you are confused about absolute value, it is the distance from 0. So if 0 is right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is right here. 0 is 9 away. So 9 is 9 away from 0. Okay, so that's equal to 9. Likewise, if you have absolute value of negative 7 is 7 away from 0. So negative 7, the absolute value of that is 7. Okay, notice how the absolute value makes negative numbers positive, but keeps positive numbers positive, because we're talking about distance, and distance can never be negative. All right, negative 7, absolute value, plus 3. The absolute value of negative 7 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Boom, done. Negative 7 plus 3. If I take the absolute value of that, that's going to get me negative 4 on the inside. The absolute value of that is equal to 4. Okay? Boom. And that wraps up ELO 1 review. Okay, we did absolute value, distributive property with combining like terms. We did order of operations. We also did substitution as well. There's also exponents in there, so you need to know about exponents. And I think that's it. So not bad, okay? Not bad. So hopefully you're ready for the test. The test will be on Wednesday. If you have any questions or concerns, just email me. If you're watching this after the test, because maybe you failed the test, just make sure you get ready for a retake. Okay? If you need help with anything, let me know. All right?